Hello viewers, how are you? I hope you all well. I am also well. Today I am going to talk about Bitcoin only. Let's know about Bitcoin. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is a digital currency which operates free of any central control or the oversights or bank or governments. Instead, it relies on peer-to-peer software and cryptography. A public ledger records all Bitcoin transactions and copies are held on server around the world. You have to know that Bitcoin is now number one currency of the world. No currency is better than Bitcoin. If you want to invest, you have to know about Bitcoin first because this is the best for investment. Let's know about more about Bitcoin. Bitcoin relies on public key cryptography, in which users have a public key that is available for everyone to see and a private key known only to their computers. In a Bitcoin transactions, user receiving Bitcoins send their public keys to users transferring the Bitcoins. Users transferring the coins side with their private keys, and the transaction is then transmitted over the Bitcoin network so that no Bitcoin can be spent more than once at the same time. The time and amount of each transaction is recorded in a ledger file that existed at each node of the network. The identity of the users remain relatively anonymous, but everyone can see that certain Bitcoin was transferred. Transactions are put together in group called blocks. The blocks are recognized. It's a chronological sequence called the blockchain. Blocks are added to the chain using a mathematical process that makes it extremely difficult for individual users to hijack the blockchain. The blockchain technology is underpins Bitcoin has attracted considerable attention, even from skeptics of Bitcoin as a basic for allowing trustworthy record keeping and commerce without a central authority. New Bitcoin are created by users running Bitcoin client on their computers. The client mines Bitcoin by running a program that solves a difficult mathematical problem in a file called a block received by all users on the Bitcoin network. The difficulty of the problem is adjusted so that no matter how many people are mining Bitcoins, the problem is solved. On average, six times an hour. When a user solves the problem in a block, that user receives a certain number of bitcoins. The elaborate produce for mining bitcoins ensure that their supplies are restricted and grows at a steadily decreasing rate. About every 4 years, the number of bitcoins in a block which began at 50 is halved, and the number of maximum allowed bitcoin are slightly less than 21 million. As of 2021, there were more than 18.6 million bitcoins, and it is estimated that maximum number will be reached around 2140 because the algorithm that produced bitcoin makes them a near consistent rate. Early miner of bitcoins obtained them more often than later miners because the network was small. The premium that early users received and Nakamoto's silence after 2011 led to criticism of bitcoins as a Ponzi scam, with Nakamoto benefiting as one of the first users. An analysis of the first 36,289 mines block showed that one miners believed to be Nakamoto had accumulated over 1 million bitcoins. However, as of 2021, those bitcoins are valued 50 billion, remain unspent. Defenders of Bitcoin claim that early users should receive some return for investing in an unproven technology. The value of Bitcoin's relative so physical currencies flew fluctuated wildly in the years following its introduction. In August 2010, one Bitcoin is worth zero point 0.5 cent US beginning in the May of 2011. The Bitcoin increased sharply in value, reached at the peak of about $30 in that June. By the end of the year, value of Bitcoin had collapsed to less than $3. However, Bitcoin began to attract the attention of mainstream investors, and its value climbed to high over 1,100 in December 2013. Same companies even began building computers optimized for Bitcoin mining. With the marked increase in value, Bitcoin became a target for hackers who could steal Bitcoin through such means obtaining a user private key or stealing the digital wallet. The most spectacular thief was revealed in February 2014 was Mr. Cox, which has been the world's third largest Bitcoin exchange declared by bankruptcy because of the thief of about 6,50,000 bitcoins, then valued about 380 million. In 2017, the value of bitcoins rose sharply from around 120 in April more than 80,000 in December. The sharp rise in Bitcoin value encouraged more intense incentive in mining. It was estimated in late 2017 the Bitcoin mining consumed 0.4% of the world electricity production. The value of Bitcoin sharply fell and fluctuated between about 3,500 and 12,000 from 2018 to late 2020. Foreign institutional investors like hedge funds become the interested in the currency. Another rally began, and the early in 2021 Bitcoin reached the all-time highs, almost 45,000, when Elon Musk announced that his car company Tesla was investing 1.5 billion in the currency. So today it's enough. Tomorrow I will go about more currencies. So bye everyone. Stay happy. Stay using my channel. Subscribe it, share it, and like it. Thank you.